My name is Carmen Castillo. We are currently in the STC Technology Campus inside their library where they occasionally host art exhibits. And I had an art exhibit recently here along with a good friend of mine, Gabby Cantu. So an old friend of mine, an old bandmate of mine, her name is Gina Otos. You guys might know her, but she's a arts coordinator over at the SCC campus in McAllen, right off Pecan. And she contacted me and said, hey, there's this opportunity for an exhibit at the technology campus. Would you like to participate? It's particularly focused on ex-STC alumni. I used to attend STC or Jaguars or whatever. I took her up on it because I thought that was really cool. I don't really show my work too often outside of exhibits. So I took her up on the opportunity, and I decided to split the exhibit with my friend Gabby because she's also an ex-alumni, and I believe she's really talented. And she's just really cool to work with. I knew she was going to be really cool. I knew we were going to make it kind of like an artist talk / Q&A, and she's not a very shy person, so I was like, okay, I think she's going to be a good match for the exhibit, and sure enough, yeah, everything went pretty smoothly. My work, particularly, or depending on my resources, I'm usually presenting skateboard art or board art, but I usually don't purchase the boards. I usually make them by hand or upcycle. It's kind of it's a process, but it's kind of expensive as well. But it's really fun. It's just like a matter of getting all the veneers, pressing them, gluing them together, and then making a mold to shape the form of the board so it could be like not just a flat plank. It actually has some like dimension to it. A lot of my work focuses on social issues, but I kind of tend to give it a satirical twist, so the message is still pretty important, but it's also something kind of like at first glance you can get a laugh at because it's just silly, and that reflects totally upon my style growing up, like as a child. Like I always drew like really silly things, like cartooning or illustration always caught my attention. It's just something that came naturally to me. So it still carries on, and I have had experience with more like realism and like landscaping type of work. I am, not to sound whatever cocky, but I'm pretty good at a lot of different realms of art. But animation and illustration is always going to be a passion of mine because it doesn't really take much thought or concentration for me to do. It's a very free-flowing process for me, and it just remains really fun. And that's kind of what I try to do with all of my projects. As long as I'm having a good time, it's something that it's always going to